Well,
that's certainly...
What? You jump?
Not.
Psst. Stanley.
The achievement, you
come
can't
over
jump.
here. In
Till
the
I tried
vent.
it.
I want to show you something.
Oh, Sussy Impossible?
I have choices.
Oh.
I want you to follow the narrator. I want you to. Yeah.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Yo,
Just
Elden
our
Ring.
little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, the waste.
Go sit on that bench now.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all.
Sad.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a
No.
husk now.
No.
What have they done to my
lifeless
boy?
husk with an hour of new elevator content.
No.
Alright. It's me.
Person of the key.
There's a button up there.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Let me in. The serious room.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the Memory Zone before.
Oh shit.
What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of
Ew.
reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down
First thing
here.
I see is the
Surely
Giga
these
Tip.
reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
No.
NSC art.
No.
Oh
we can't.
no! Oh no!
We can't look at him. No, bro.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh god, Steam reviews.
It's like Scream. It's just so self-aware
let's see
all
what
the
this one
time. It's so
says.
good.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy?
Preachy?
Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
No.
Not my
Perhaps the
narrator.
Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything
9.8
so the
hours.
narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power
Do
of
it
the button.
again.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now,
again.
I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. My God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just... Oh, Stanley. You're back.
Oh, no.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
How long has it been?
Stanley,
It's been a week.
Or 2 weeks? I've been sitting here all that
No,
time.
don't do
just
it.
sitting
I don't want to
here,
do it.
Not a single person to speak with. And you think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about...
Damn, that was just cold.
He's gone. No.
We lost him. I don't like that.
They replaced the fire alarm.
Oh God.
Let me push the button.
I hate that. Ew.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertainer.
No, I wouldn't listen to that.
He's snapping.
He's losing it.
Joker moment.
How many times are they gonna let you?
The end is never the end. 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 Is never the end.
The end is never the end.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Oh shit. A rat. Nice.
Been years. It's been 30 years.
Oh.
I don't like that.
I don't know. Skip.
Not
Skip.
either.
Skip.
Oh, I hate
Skip.
that. It's a fucking banshee, bro.
It's a Wendigo.
Hey, give me.
I hate it. Skip. Stop. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh. Freedom. Freedom.
What the
What?
fuck?
Wait, it's been literally decades.
Oh, it's been longer than that.
Oh no.
All right.
Off he goes.
Truly free.
I wonder how long it lets you go for. I'm about to find out. Oh.
Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone.
And we're
What
back.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, new content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes,
Uh-oh.
I have something very exciting to show you.
It's not in there. Not there. All right.
Oh boy.
Is never the end. Is never the end.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even
Giga
further.
Ultra
Which
Deluxe.
is why I'm very proud to announce for the first
Oh my
time
God, the
ever
music.
Ultra
the
Giga.
Stanley Parable.
Yes!
We made it, boys.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with
It's
a
the
fully
sequel.
fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yeah. They're back. 2 doors.
Back 2 doors.
Yeah.
Calling it the Stanley
in.
Parable 2 is just
New
so much
hotness.
catchier
Old
than
busted.
Ultra
New
Deluxe, don't you think?
hotness.
Cool red section of the
What does
chart.
it even mean? But the Stanley Parable
Old plus
2,
busted.
now that's an artistic statement
Drive an
right
old busted
there.
joint.
It's
I
future
drive
oriented.
the new
It
hotness.
screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
2 Stanleys.
2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the
Read that
features
board.
I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game
Right, I agree.
development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific
at
or
it.
logical, really.
Beautiful.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Jump.
It's the name of the
Can you
player
jump?
that is playing the. Oh, give me that button. Give me it now.
Get your name in the game. Whoa, whoa,
For the
whoa.
Stanley
He's gonna do
Parable
it.
2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
Just right.
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated
Oh my
as
god,
people.
is it gonna do it?
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't
Watch
that
this be
wonderful?
Stanley.
Jim.
Oh!
Sorry,
What?
I should have clarified. Right now, the
Oh.
button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to
Oh,
really
you're role-playing your
simulate
Jim
the
now.
full
I'll
experience
be
of
Jim.
this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
All right.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the
You're up,
world's
Jim.
possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Wow.
Yes!
What a
You
rush.
see?
What
What
a
a thrill!
rush.
What a rush! That was
What
you!
a
Whoa, what a
Button described
rush.
you. Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Facts.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
All right.
Hit it again.
All right.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button
too
away.
much Jim.
Otherwise, soon
Whoa
you'll
there,
start to
cowboy.
lose sense of who you actually are.
Damn it.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Whoa there, cowboy. Alright, now what?
Who am I? I've lost all self-worth.
That's funny, but what if we did it again?
Can I press the big button? Damn it.
No, that's too big.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Free new easy achievement.
Oh, get me down there.
You're not. Oh yeah.
Free achievement.
Did you see infinite hole?
Yeah.
Yo!
Achievement? Yeah.
One lever, receiver,
It
new
just
achievement, no more
worked.
steps. It
Now,
just
It
here's
worked.
just
something
worked.
special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified.
Now give me
This
my
is a
achievement.
technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a
No.
wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel
I like
to
this,
at
my
last
achievement.
satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Damn it.
Press again.
That's unfortunate. Gamers. Gamers, gamers, gamers.
Let's go see what that infinite hole was about.
Yeah, I guess. Probably an infinite hole if I had to guess.
It just works.
What
Infinite
else?
hole.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
It's a new.
No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday
Stepneys?
and Happy
Stepneys.
12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh.
Get Well Someday it is.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with...
Merch!
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Huge.
I'll take your entire stock. It says Jim. Where
The
does
button
I
says
gotta? Oh, reassurance bucket.
Reassurance bucket? Give me a bucket, and I'll show you a bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
There it is.
Holy
You see,
shit, there it
Stanley,
is.
anytime you're holding the
saluting.
bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
I'm already
and your
calm.
heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Give me the bucket.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Holy shit.
Can you feel it? The glow of
Yeah.
comfort,
Nobody
even in the
laughed like
face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Hell yeah.
They're saying
You
they're
need
the
to
The
get rid of
benefits
the
of the
bucket.
bucket seem to go on and on. don't they?
Bucket!
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
So this is mine now, right? Yes!
Alright, infinite hole. Infinite
Does
hole.
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't
should be.
already.
I'd be down for that.
Infinite hole. It won't end.
It won't end.
All likely infinite.
Space like infinity. Depth infinite.
Stanley,
Oh,
here's
there
an
it is.
idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A
think
stunning
you
leap
just do a
forward
gainer,
for
right?
video games as a medium.
You just send it.
Yeah, you got the bucket. What are you afraid
Yeah. You shouldn't be afraid of anything, especially if you got the bucket.
You're right.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
of? No.
No,
No, I don't
it's
think I
fine.
will. I'm gonna get to see the bottom.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back
No,
to
you're
the
gonna fall and
top.
die.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Nah, you're dead.
Okay,
Stanley, it's not
I don't
infinite.
know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by
Cigarettes.
falling. What normal person
Pause button.
actually
Is
wants
it
to fall
Roman numeral
infinitely?
2?
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me.
We
Maybe
tried,
you're the
just
problem.
the two of us.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
No.
If that works for you,
You were barely
then go
falling
ahead
for,
and
like,
press the
more than a
teleport
minute.
button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm there. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Hey, wait.
Not normal. A
Not
normal
normal.
person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Part of the
I
story.
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively
Please go in
thrilled.
again.
Of course you
I really do have so much more to gosh. How
Gosh.
could I have guessed?
How
You're
could I-
back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Yeah,
Wow.
he's just gonna
Okay.
eventually just keep lifting
Yeah.
it higher and
I'm
higher.
starting to become
So you keep
extremely
just falling
certain
for less
that the
and less
hole is
time.
not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and
How
hit
is
the
it so
teleport
appealing?
button when you're ready to move on.
I think you're good here. I think. I mean, you got
I'm
the
pressing.
bucket.
Is the
Uh-oh.
teleport button not working?
Oh no.
You sure?
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
I got the bucket.
I
I'm
hope
alright.
you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Honestly, this is all I need right here. This is it.
Just the two of us.
You in the bucket. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. God?
We can make it if we try.
Uh-oh.
Narrator.
Wait. It's sinking.
Narrator.
Help!
Narrator.
I'm not dying.
What is this music?
The entire time, Austin is told not to do something by the narrator. I'm itching to do it
I'm
again.
itching.
Itching to do it.
I'm itching. I'm itching to go down that hole. I'm itching to stay there. Whoa.
Look at
Oh,
him!
look at him.
Whoa!
Yo, whoa.
Gamer.
This
This
is
is so
fucking
cinematic.
amazing.
Just do
Yeah,
that one.
that's the one. Oh.
What?
Perception. Change your perception.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Where's she moving?
I don't like this one.
Change your reality.
Change your reality. Oh yeah. Now this is gangster.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Space of mind.
Oh.
Okay.
This is
hold
from
on.
a video game. Where's this from? Hold on.
Big Duck, maybe?
You're no longer using up
Yeah!
Yeah.
Change your stone.
Change
Change
yourself.
Yeah. We got skins.
Look at the dogs. Oh, yeah.
Look at shoes. What am I looking at?
I'm glad we're utilizing every button on the keyboard. J and H.
Keep hitting G. I want that first song. What am I looking at?
I want to see what's after the dogs.
Stanley! Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there.
Yeah,
Drifting
sure.
away into
No.
dreamland. But we
I
can't
like
have
that.
that, Stanley. Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Toodle pip.
Please go back.
See if you can light some of those cigs.
Oh shit, we going down again.
I
Baby.
must activate it. Just the two of us.
Just the two of it. Oh.